Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, and I got distracted and forgot to start on time. If you're brand new to here, Keto Chow is a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track, so thanks for joining us on our keto journey.
You need to clear your throat because you're talking quiet. There you go.
There's stuff in there.
I was totally distracted. I was like, la, 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 looking at stuff and
La,
like...
la, 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 la.
Anyway, let's see. Shauna is here, so is a Worship 7 dancer.
Hello.
From Portland, Texas. Joanne's here from Mesa, Arizona. Visual Keto says, hey there, keto friends.
Hi, Visual
Pearl
Keto.
is here from Belleville, Illinois.
Hi, Pearl.
Visual Keto is thinking of fasting tomorrow. Big Wigs will be in at work, and I want to chill and not have multiple drinks on my station all day. Okay. That's one way to do it.
Yep.
Storm Chasing Girl is here from Tulsa.
Hello.
Let's see. Ageless Keto is here also. Marie says hello, Keto Peeps.
Hi, Marie.
Lori is here also.
Hi, Lori.
Nancy says good evening, all from California. I think I need to sneeze. Rhiannon says hey everyone.
I need to drink a water.
Lori is here from Mazatlan.
Hello, Lori.
Well, there's really nice Keto Chow chocolate milkshakes are the best. I forget, Did you bring it with you or did we ship it down there to you? I'm assuming you brought it with you.
I don't know.
Debbie says hi everyone from Texas. And Marie says I feel old tonight. My son received a mini projector from a friend, and he was asking about getting a screen to project it against, walls and ceiling or textures. We're looking at prices of vinyl pull.
Oh.
I actually found that you can get a frame.
Oh, and it's really cute.
A frame projector screen, and that actually worked really well. That's what
it looks
we have in our basement.
Nice.
Yep. Blaze is here, so is Stwong. Sonia says hello, everyone.
Hi, Sonia.
Scott's here. Hi, Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Marie says blind versus screen, and I said it looks like sixes. Then had to explain the phrase since they had no clue what it meant.
Yeah.
It's sixes, yeah.
Yes.
Hi,
Jennifer.
Swawa's here. Margie says good evening, Chris, and beautiful Miriam.
Thank you.
Cash is here also. Mary T says good evening, fam.
Hi, Mary.
Mike's here, so is Lisa. Cheryl says, hi, you two from Reno, Nevada. It's been a while since we've driven through Reno, Nevada.
Yeah,
Last time we were on our way to Reno,
been a
Nevada,
while.
we got to Reno and then we went up through Redland, California, towards
that was a while ago.
It was, towards the Redwoods. It was in, I think, 2017. We actually closed down Keto Chow because it was just Miriam and I doing the shipping at the time, and I announced that we would not be shipping any orders for 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. It was a 2-week trip.
Yeah.
That was our first
2-week
trip
drive.
ever. We went. I have to do this reverse in my head. We went to Nevada, then up to California, up Oregon coast, and then back through Idaho, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did the lighthouses.
Yes, we did. Sonny says you look beautiful. Navy color looks
Thank
good on you.
you.
Blaze says today is my birthday. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Blaze. Happy birthday to you. Hey, the Lord of the Goombas is here.
Yeah.
Gina says hello, 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 friends.
Hello,
By the way, Gina, I booked tickets for Ketopalooza today. The airplane tickets. Because we already had our ticket tickets. And for some reason, usually it sends me an email for you and everyone else that I booked. And I didn't get an email for you when I booked your ticket.
Did you book me on the flight?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, did you get an email about it?
I don't know.
I wonder if it sent it to you directly.
Maybe. I can check.
Anyway, Annabella is here. Patty says, I really like the new
What?
chocolate core. I had a sample at the storefront.
Oh, yes. Patty, what do you think?
Yeah.
Said she liked it. I don't see it.
Interesting. I wonder if it got stuck in spam. Christy says, I'm so bummed I can't comment on YouTube. That's weird.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because it is set to, you have to be subscribed to the channel for at least 1 minute. You could always try unsubscribing and resubscribing.
Yeah.
That might do it.
Could do it.
Oh, I need to sneeze.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about the core in just a bit.
That makes you sneeze.
No, it's not that. Anyway, Alan is here, so is Lisa. Scott says, I'm loving pecan sticky bun. It actually seems a bit thicker than the other flavors for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
Which is interesting because we've gotten some feedback from people saying, hey, is this different? It's thinner. How can I make it thicker? So, I don't know. Carlos is here from very cold South Arkansas.
Oh, cold.
Let's see. Shauna says, hey, Chris and Miriam, I was thinking, what a great balance y'all are.
Oh, thanks.
We're balanced, I guess. Yeah. Cindy's here on vacation in Ohio
Oh, wow.
with Deb Riley. Look
How
at that.
fun. Well, tell Deb we say hello.
Kate in Salt Lake says, all excited about the new formula. Will there be more flavors? So let's go ahead and answer some of the questions about Keto Chow Core. So we've got 2 Keto Chow Core.
Yes.
We've got sweetened with stevia.
With the green line.
And the little, my finger's covering it up. There's a little tiny,
Leaf.
little leaf. And then you've got unsweetened.
Yes.
Okay. Just chocolate, which actually, made it more difficult because chocolate's hard to get right.
Sometimes.
But it was the flavor most likely to yield success.
Right.
Because everybody likes chocolate. Like, hey, it's chocolate. So we've for a long time we've been wanting to make something that would be suitable for people who can't do dairy,
and
can't do sucralose, or both.
Yep.
Want to be able to use whatever sweetener they want, or just want something they can just mix up. So we made it, started with chocolate to see how it goes. I will not commit to doing additional flavors because I don't know how it's going to go.
Yeah, we're just trying it out.
It may sell really well. It may sell worse than the black licorice.
Who knows? We'll know, in a few weeks maybe.
Yep. But it has been interesting, and I thought it was funny. Indigo Neely released a video where she's like, I don't know how they kept this a secret, and I'm so happy about it. And I asked her what her kids thought of it. Because, kids are the best to try things like that because they're not
going to sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, pull their punches at all.
Yeah.
And she said that they saw Stevia and ran.
That's funny.
It is funny. Let's see. Kim says Tuesday night. Right, that's when you're on. I thought another surprise. Yeah, it's been Monday all day for you, right?
It's been Monday all day. Hasn't it been Monday? It's been the Tuesdayest Monday ever. I had my Tuesday meetings today. Monday.
Oh, yeah, you did have your Tuesday meeting. But then you went to go hang out with some friends who are in town.
Yeah.
So, town.
Town.
You speak good.
Yeah. In fact,
what?
I ate before I went to lunch. So I ate my food, and then I went to lunch, and I got a water. And my
you just had
friends
Buffalo
were
Wild
like,
Wings.
are you not going to eat? I'm like, well, we were going to go to this restaurant, which I put in my macros into the food I wanted, and it wasn't going to work. So I ate before we came. But then we actually went to a different restaurant, which I probably could have ate at.
Where did you guys go?
We ended up going to Habit Burgers.
I've never been there.
But it was fine because...
I hear Habitat. I don't know why.
Yeah, because they were fine that I had water.
Okay.
It's just always weird the first, couple minutes. They're like, are you sure?
I've had
Are you
that
sure?
experience
Do you want
too.
half of my burger? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm full. I ate a lot of wings.
The servers tend to be just fine with it.
Yeah.
It's like, and what do you have? I'm like, I'm just here for the conversation. And the servers are always like, okay. I've never had one balk at that.
Yeah.
And it seems like everybody else loses their mind that you're not eating with them. It's like,
so
no, it just means I get to dominate the conversation.
Domination.
Because all of you are going to have your mouth full. Mary says we did an Oregon Coast trip in 2017 as well.
Oh, how fun.
Cannon Beach was so much fun.
Oh,
Anyway,
it's so cool.
I put a GoPro on a chest harness.
I wish we could show it.
Our daughter was running around.
It's so amazing.
And it has this fisheye lens. And so she has these huge arms.
And legs. She just looked like a spindly spider person.
And she spent the entire time
And she was singing. It was so cute.
The whole time. She just had a soundtrack to her life going
Can
on.
we just find it? I just want to find it.
I don't know if I can find it in time. Marie has a question about Keto Chow Core.
Okay.
Is it the same beef protein as the beef soup base? Almost.
Yes.
So the formulation of the beef soup base you're probably familiar with has
Oh, you're right. It is a
beef
little different.
protein isolate.
And beef bone broth.
This just has the beef protein isolate. It doesn't have the bone broth. The
Right.
new version, I don't know if the current stuff that's on the way of the savory flavors
Oh, has the new
has
stuff.
the just beef protein. We actually made a change in the formulation to
Yep.
take out the bone broth protein because some people don't like the flavor. It kind of has that roasted bone flavor. I know Maitreya says that she likes that. At least I think. I'm not going to put words in your mouth, Maitreya. I think she said that she liked it. But anyway, but this just has the beef protein isolate where they take beef and they dry it and they powder it and that's it. So anyway, Blaine says, greetings, Keto Warriors. Greetings, Blaine. I was going to say Glaine, and I don't know why. Let's see. Lori
Because you said
says,
greetings.
I had to bring it with. I dedicated one suitcase to Keto Chow, 3 or 4 big bags, mineral drops, electrolytes, and a few other food essentials I can't get here that are really expensive.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because then you're setting yourself up for success.
Mary T says, will chocolate core be available at Switch? My understanding is that they are going to be ordering it. They didn't get an order in before it launched, unfortunately. But I think
because we didn't know when we were going to
one
get
on
it.
the way. Excuse me, I am.
We
ripping
can
up a
find
storm.
out.
Storm Chasing Gal said doing an order Friday, so excited. Pecan sticky bun, nice. Let's see, Shauna says that pecan sticky bun is so good in my coffee. We did have a question about that earlier today. A lot of times people, the concept of Keto Chow and coffee is kind of weird. We do have some videos, and so do other people on YouTube talking about Keto Chow and coffee, but the short version is some people will use coffee to make their Keto Chow, so they'll use it as a water component, or some people will put in 1 or 2 tablespoons of Keto Chow into their coffee. But either way, it seems to work well for the people who like to do that.
Yeah.
Cindy says, Miriam, Deb said hello.
Oh, I'm glad you guys get to be together right now. That's so fun.
Alan says it's raining here in SoCal. It's raining here in Salt Lake too, and I'm super happy about it.
Oh,
because
me too.
my car was covered in gunk.
It really was. We had this like mud rain happen last week, and all of our cars have just been super dirty,
just
and they
been
really need a
nasty.
car wash. But then it's like, as soon as you get a car wash, you know it's going to rain. So
It's a
it
good way to
rained,
force it
and
to
then
snow, right?
it cleaned off our cars. They're much better now.
Dennis says, Happy New Year, Chris and Miriam, along with the Keto Chow family. Congratulations on the new beef-based releases.
Thank
Glad I have base
you.
powder. There you go. Shane Student was watching a Kim Howerton live replay.
Oh,
That's a good way to
yay.
spend
Yeah,
an
she
evening.
does hers today on at 6 o'clock, I think.
Linda is here. Welcome, Linda. And J-Dog says,
Linda.
Happy Tuesday night. I thought it was still Saturday.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird couple of days.
I'm looking forward to the point in my life where I can just completely forget what day of the week it is, and just
don't
once
know.
a week I have to remember it's Sunday.
I think that's stressful.
You think so? Yeah. I don't know about that.
It's like being on a cruise. You're all, oh, should I go to dinner? Yeah.
The nice thing about a cruise is in each of the
In the
elevators,
elevators?
there's a plaque that
It
tells
says
you what
Tuesday.
day of the week it is.
It's Tuesday today. Don't forget.
I remember the first time we figured that out. We're like,
I was at the end of the
Hey.
cruise, and then you're like, yeah, it's been there the whole time. And I'm like, oh, I never noticed.
well, it's not just Royal Caribbean that does it. I think Carnival does it too. I think it's funny.
I don't know.
Mary says chocolate can be made into many flavors. Chocolate mint, peanut butter, banana, coconut.
Yes.
Indeed. Alan has a whole week off, so enjoying time off.
Nice.
We have a couple of people at the office that have
Have time off this
that have,
week.
like the entire week off. Kate in Salt Lake says 2KK did a great review with several ways of doing Keto Chow Core.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
they did it as a live stream. That was kind of fun because we had finished our live stream this morning. We just did a really quick 15-minute just, hey, here's Keto Chow Core, here's the FAQs,
Yep.
let's get the information out there. And then we had to end because Joe and Rachel had their live stream scheduled to go.
Yep.
And then at about the same time, Serious Keto released his video, and Indigo Neely released her video.
Yep.
So it was all good. It was a fun day.
Oh, Janice is asking, She says, I love the idea of beef protein. Does it have the vitamins in it? Yes. So it has all of the vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, nutrients that the other ones do. The only difference is the sweetener and
Or
the
not.
protein.
Yep.
Sweetener or not.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Wendy had a funny video today.
Oh, she
talks
did?
about all her workout clothes.
Oh, I want to see that one.
Let's see. Shauna says that time between Christmas and New Year's. Don't know who you are, what you're doing, or what day it is. Mm-hmm. I worked at an old job, and you didn't have to take off the weekend between Christmas and New Year's, but there was no good reason not.
Because everybody else was, and so you couldn't really function anyway.
Yeah. Like, if you had any
Yeah.
requirements from any other groups, just forget about it. Storm Chasing Gal says, family's still in town, did an awesome fish fry, haven't touched any sweets.
Ooh, good job.
Mike says, some people say stevia takes time to get used to, so they only try it once. Maybe they won't ever like it. Now, here's the interesting thing
it's
about...
true. If they don't like it, that's okay.
About the stevia in the Keto Chow Core with stevia. Mm-hmm. It's not just straight stevia. If you don't like stevia, you may be surprised about this stuff, because it's an extract of llama. No, that's the Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
It's an extract of just the, I think it's Reb A, Rebicide stevia glycosides or something like that. It's the stuff that makes stevia sweet, but there's different components to it.
Yeah.
And some parts are more bitter, and some parts are more sweet and less bitter. So it's just that part, plus some other stuff mixed in that you'll probably, at least most of the people I've talked to, have noticed that when they first taste it, it's not sweet enough.
Yeah.
And then a couple seconds later, the sweetness builds, almost till it's a little
Too
sweet.
sweet.
So it's interesting. It's like both not sweet enough and too sweet, but it makes for a good pairing once you take that second drink.
And just so you know, it is the new formulation with the less acacia gum. So
Yes,
it
it
is a
is.
total of 4 total carbs instead of
Like
7.
7 or 8.
The other ones are 7, I think, total carbs. And that's all with the fiber.
Oh, that's peanut butter. That's going to give me the wrong information.
Yeah, gosh. I don't think I
Chocolate.
have one. Oh, regular
I have to
chocolate.
take off my old man reading glasses.
Uh-huh.
So the total carbs are 8.6 in the
the
regular chocolate. But with version 2.8. In version 2.8, it's 4.3. So now these are upside down. There we go. Okay. Flat River Keto says today was such a weird Monday. This whole week is always so crazy.
Color's different.
What day is it?
That's how you
What
tell
time
the
is it?
difference in
Am I
your
still wearing
cupboard.
pajama pants?
Pajama pants? I wish I was wearing pajama pants.
Alan made some Keto Chow pecan bars and they came
That
out so good.
sounds good.
John says I just looked down at special Christmas bell earrings I bought and didn't wear.
Oh, bummer.
Okay, Jerry says, so now the new flavor with beef protein is out. Are you talking to Bronson on doing his product? He was going to release a beef protein drink. So I gave Bronson all of the information for the co-manufacturer that we use.
Yep, and that's where it is.
And said...
So
and
if he makes
he's
one, then that's
working on
good.
it.
Good for
Yeah.
him.
We're not planning on making it for him. But I gave him all the information that I could get. So...
Hi, Synergy. Hi, Storm.
Yeah, hi Synergy. And well, Swan was here
Oh,
earlier.
well, hi again.
Shauna says I accept weird. I just use my coffee as a liquid. See, there you go. It makes my complete breakfast. Flat River Keto says I bought 4 big bags of Keto Chow on my vacation to Utah this week. It makes it nice to have a go-to lunch during this dead
Yes.
week between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's dead. I think it's alive.
Yeah.
It's a good week.
Lori says I order all my stuff from Switch, except the mineral drops I get from you.
Oh.
Swan says it's been pouring all day in Central California. Well, you need it, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that means that it's snowing up in the Sierra Nevada, which is where you really need it.
Yes.
Mary says it's raining here too after negative 25 and 2 feet of snow. What a mess out there.
Oh, yeah. In fact, Sam's fort in the front yard is very
It's
pitiful
almost gone,
now.
huh?
It's really sad. I took him to go get shots today, and he's like, Mom, have you seen my fort? It's not a Ford anymore.
Well, it was for the last week and a half.
I know. It was good for it for a while. I mean,
Okay.
Igloo or whatever he called it. I don't know.
Blaine says, for me, hot coffee, butter, and Keto Chow is breakfast most days. Two Krazy Ketos is here. So is
Hello.
Linda. Hello, Linda. Mike says, any idea if or when Core will be in big bags?
So we're doing a little test to see if it sells, to see if anybody likes it, and if it is liked, then we can visit big bags. If not, we won't.
Yep. If it sells better than the flavors that are currently seasonal, then
we can
it will
definitely
probably
visit
come
that.
back in the big bags.
Yep, and it'll probably take a couple of months to get some good data.
Yep. We ordered enough of it that we are hoping to be able to collect about 6 months of data on it to see how well it sells, see how quickly it's going. And in all likelihood, we'll probably bring it back anyway, just because, I don't know, because there's a need for it and people want it.
Possibly.
We'll see, though. I will not make any commitments. Here's my no button.
No.
Anyway, Loretta's here from Oregon. Miriam's yawning. It was a rough night last night. Oh my gosh. I woke up
And
at
the
like
kids were up
3.
late. Sam was up at midnight. Max was up. They were giggling downstairs.
Yep. Sean says I got my car washed, detailed, and all seats steam clean yesterday. The seats are still wet. Not to be dry, that black garbage seat cover.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's when you know you're living the dream, when you're
right.
driving around.
The black trash bag.
Oh, man. Shauna wants to say, daily reminder elevator floor right outside my door. You would need to mount some sort of computer display that shows the
Yes.
day of the week.
And then it automatically connects with the Denver clock,
Yeah.
right?
Synergy says, I don't go back to work till Thursday, and then next Monday is off. I won't know what day it is for weeks.
I know, us too.
Okay, so I told Joe and Rachel this. We went to visit them.
Yeah.
And it was actually for my birthday.
Yeah.
And one of the things I said was that for me, when we go on vacation, typically that means that I am making all the arrangements. I'm going from here to there. I'm corralling all the people, arranging all the excursions. And on that particular trip,
What trip? Their trip?
the one when we were hanging out with Joe and Rachel,
Oh, you mean the one that I made all
I just checked out
reservations?
and went along for the ride.
Yeah, they did the
was
work
just
when
like,
we were there,
hey.
but I got us there
Yes.
all by myself because
And
I'm an adult.
it was fantastic. Well, this was actually it was not only just the one for my birthday. It was when we went back to Florida for
and we
Boca
did
Raton, which Boca Raton is coming up in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Really soon, yeah.
Which is sad because we had thought, oh, maybe we could go to Low Carb USA Boca Raton.
Yeah.
Then we were like, no, we're gonna spend time with our kids.
Yeah.
So we decided we're spending time with our kids.
Which we love them. They're amazing.
Sure. And and then Joe and Rachel announced that Chris, their friend, was arranging a meetup.
I'm
We're like,
super bummed about it.
oh,
Because we're like,
We're not
we could
going.
go. Because we're like, well, you could just go to Boca, and then we could go to Joe and Rachel. And then we're like, or we could just go to Joe and Rachel when we want to, and we don't have to go do 2 things.
and we need to, for realsies, I gave Miriam a list of here are the dates that we could actually go to Florida.
Stressing me out.
It may not be until October.
Let's just take the kids with us.
When?
I don't know. Take them out of school.
Let's see. Scott says
like
I can
Florida.
look up with what day it is for about a week. My schedule keeps me at peace calm, so these weeks are fun. I'm glad when they're over too.
Yep.
We had a employee who went to Korea started work. A couple days later, took a
Then he
2-week
took
vacation.
well, we knew it was
unpaid.
happening.
But yeah, and he went to Korea.
Yeah.
But he got back the day before Christmas, and we're like, okay, so you're able to take a vacation after your vacation? He's like, yeah.
Yeah. But he brought us a whole bunch of food from Korea
That is
that
super sugary.
that I didn't eat,
Nope.
but everybody else has tried it, and it looks cool.
Joe says we woke up this morning with 45-degree temperatures, going to bed in the 60s. We'll be up to the 80s by Friday. That sounds like
that's
a great
like spring.
That's like a great time to go to Universal.
Yeah.
45 degrees? Oh, yeah. Just wear a hat. It'd be amazing.
Totally amazing.
Don't ride the Popeye ride, though. Oh, my gosh.
Does that make you sick?
Do you remember the Popeye ride?
don't
I have
remember.
never gotten that wet. It was like Rattlesnake Rapids. You sit in the thing, you're going down the lazy river.
It was bigger than ours.
It was bigger, and it was specifically designed to get you soaked.
Yeah, I think we got wet.
We didn't just get wet. Like, I literally have never gotten that wet. Like, my armpits were dry, and that was it.
Yeah. That was the Popeye ride? I just didn't remember what it was called.
Well, and we went on the Deadly Do-Right ride before that. And we didn't
I don't
get very
remember
wet.
that one
No,
either.
it's like, well, if we're already wet, we might as well just go all the way.
Just get wet.
For my boys, says big shout out to Krazy Ketos. Joe and Rachel doing an absolute best job reviewing the new Keto Chow flavors.
Oh, thanks.
Especially enjoyed the way they reviewed today's release. The best. Yeah. I really enjoyed hanging out on that live stream. And it was funny because we were going to do Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch.
We did do that.
So that I could use, for Christmas, the kids got me a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card. So naturally, I used that to buy lunch for Miriam and the kids.
What are you going to do with it yourself?
Spend it on myself. But anyway.
That's fun.
And I didn't get it ordered in time for an 11 o'clock lunch because I was on the Two Krazy Ketos.
Yeah,
live
but it worked
stream.
out. It worked out good.
It was fantastic.
Because then I was able to have lunch before I went to lunch.
Yep.
For my second lunch that I didn't eat.
J-Dog says, so are you planning on chocolate peanut butter as a new core offering? Right now, we just have
baby.
chocolate.
But you can put peanut flour in there if you want.
You can. Or when you're mixing it up in the
good.
blender, you could just throw some peanut butter in it.
Yeah, like this.
The issue is going to be with the core being like dairy-free, sweetener-free, stevia, all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. The type of people who would go for that probably aren't going to want peanuts.
Yeah, good point.
So
we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Janice says I'm going to get plain and add my own sweetener. I also have peppermint extract without alcohol.
Yes!
Girl Scout Thin Mints.
Sounds delicious.
Well, and it's really flexible. You can use like granulated allulose. Mm-hmm. You could use liquid sucralose. You could use Lakanto. You could anything that you want. But as Joe and Rachel pointed out, with the lower total carbs, why would you add sugar alcohols?
More total carbs, yeah.
Anyway, Synergy says, I've used stevia for many years, so I wonder what I'll think of the new version with stevia.
Yeah,
I expect I'll like it a lot.
Yeah.
I think you probably will.
I like it.
Christy Davis says, welcome all. Shauna says Annabella says I'm wearing pajama pants.
Oh, yay.
We spent all day long on Sunday. Oh, except we got dressed to go to church, and then we came back and changed back into pajamas.
Yeah.
It was fun. Shauna says I have regular clothes on only because I took my mom and a friend out for lunch.
Oh, Annabella, how are you feeling, by the way?
Storm Chasing Gal says, I bet caramel macchiato would make amazing coffee. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Annabella says, what sweeteners do you like, Chris? I really like sucralose. Mm-hmm. The effect that it has no effect on me. It does not raise my blood sugar. It does not give me a headache. Mm-hmm. And it has zero total carbs. So I think it's fantastic. It has the best flavor profile too. But some people don't like it.
And that's okay.
And that is absolutely okay. So we have flexible offerings for them.
We're trying to provide tools to make your keto journey easier.
J-Dog says, today is my last day of paid time off, so my clock was off. We had a productive day redoing my computer room, so now I can move back into my home office.
Ooh.
Nice. Storm Chasing Gal says yawning is not allowed.
Oh.
Mike says I ordered 21 of each today. If I like it and it comes in big bags, I'll probably buy it more than the regular chocolate. Really?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Air friend Nancy says I was up most of the night storming and waiting to hear my niece made it safely to Germany.
Oh,
wow.
I'd be worried too, yeah.
Our daughter, I have to pull this up. She sent us a picture.
From Canada.
Yes, and it was labeled free ice skating rink. A little bit.
Are you sharing?
Not yet.
Oh.
There we go.
It just looks like the road.
This is the free ice skating rink.
That's where she lives.
Outside the house that they're living at in Edmonton.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about getting
Actually, we don't know
someplace
if that's where she lives, but that's where she was at one moment in time.
Mike says, did you get any new tech for Christmas? I got a lighter thingy.
Yeah.
That has a little arc. Mm-hmm. That's cool. And I got myself a little flashlight keychain thing. Mm-hmm. And all the other stuff I bought for myself previously.
Except for the screwdriver that he wanted.
Yes.
That he asked specifically for Christmas.
I wanted the Linus Tech Tips screwdriver.
It's so fancy.
Yeah, it's super cool.
It's to use to open up your computer.
Yeah.
So it's for techie things.
Janice is here from Louisiana. Sean is making fun of me for saying for realsies. Like I've said that always. Janice says I finally got my heater thawed out today after 4 days of deep freeze. Thank heavens I have a fireplace. Wow.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Mike says airports are still full of stranded travelers. I saw that Southwest Airlines had canceled like 4,000 flights.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's nuts.
My friend is leaving town tomorrow, and she's just hoping they don't get stranded or canceled.
Annabelle says, I need to start saying for realsies. Absolutely you do. Mary T says, you're halfway to Florida if you're at Keto Palooza in October. That is true.
You should come with us, Mary.
Crafty and Carnivorous says, hello. Mike says, I was reading a Southwest Airlines story and video, and the lines were insane.
Yes.
They were insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Alan likes the idea of lower carbs. And Crafty and Carnivorous is eating Keto Chow ice cream right now. That's what I had for dinner.
And me.
We both had it for dinner. All three of us had it for dinner.
The kids were happy because we told them they could eat whatever they wanted. So I don't know what they ate. I think cheese tortillas. Yep.
So Elle says, will you rebrand Natural Strawberry as Core? We'll probably keep Natural Strawberry the way that it is. If we do additional flavors, they will be under the Core name, and they will use just the same sweetener.
Yep.
But again, we have to see how this one goes first. Because my warehouse manager will kill me if I launch more flavors without discontinuing some.
Right.
Sean says she did make it safe. Send us a picture proof at 3:30 a.m. Pacific. Annabelle says I had some sugar yesterday for the first time in a long time. I got so stressed. What was I thinking?
Oh, no.
To Krazy Ketos says I really like sucralose. Sounds like it's Joe. And to Krazy Ketos says we got a surprise visit from Peyton tonight.
Oh, yay. Did she come by herself?
Oh, they're going to be babysitting for, I think, 3 days, they said.
Can I come over right now?
Nope.
But baby.
Lisa says the kid's got a 3D printer. Nice. Super excited to get started. Annabelle says, is Splenda sucralose? So Splenda is a name brand of sucralose. But Splenda also makes other sweeteners. Like they have a liquid monk fruit and a liquid stevia. They also sell allulose that has stevia in it.
You just need to read the back of the package.
Yeah, and see what the ingredients are. Gimbal Lord said, it is a nice screwdriver. I was sitting there playing with it for like...
He was super excited about it.
I got it about 3/4 of the way through Christmas, and I just sat there playing with it the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Debbie says, I got a new portable ice machine for Christmas, so I'll be able to make keto ice cream with my Vitamix.
Yay!
Can't wait to try it.
Yay!
Mary T said the poor thing. What an intro to winter in Canada. The coldest fall and early winter in a decade.
Yeah. She is so happy, though. She's loving it.
Yeah, she's
having a great time.
Surf Chasing Gal said it has some stuffing, shocking, no sickness from the bread. Oh, okay. Scott says I got new clothes for Christmas and needed smaller clothes. Sorry.
Now you
just
need
got
to
something. I got
fix your throat.
A little bit of something from dinner in my throat. Thanks in no part to Keto Chow. Small clothes.
Good job, Scott.
Annabelle says I can take some painkillers soon. Ooh, well that'd be better.
You feel less
The Crazy
pain.
Ketos says waiting for Chris and Miriam to come to Florida for a visit. We have a baby to bribe with now. That is low.
I'm coming. I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Have you looked at the calendar?
There's a baby on the table.
Actually, there is some time between now and the first, between low carb Boca Raton. I actually didn't evaluate that. I just discounted January.
But what if they don't want me to see the baby?
I don't know. Ginny says, is there a less expensive, smaller blender option that works good for blending Keto Chow, like a no-frills version of the NutriBullet? So Actually, what I would recommend for no frills
Yeah,
blending,
just use your regular blender.
whatever blender you have, or a cheap immersion blender works fantastic.
And then you just put some ice in there
Yeah.
with it.
And when we go on trips and we're mixing up Keto Chow to sample, we bring along an immersion blender and just mix up 3 at a time in a gallon pitcher.
Yep.
Works really well. Well, this says, can you put Keto Chow in the Ninja Creami? Yes, that's actually what we had for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
In fact, if you search for Keto Chow Ninja Creami, you'll find a couple videos showing how Miriam likes to make it, how I like to make it, how Joe and Rachel like to make it. So it works really well. Sean says hi from Boise. Thanks for Keto Chow. Such a great tool to stay in ketosis.
Yay.
You know, my friends say I'm a tool, and we like Boise. My dad grew up in a suburb of Boise. You might know it. It's called Nessa, Oregon.
That's not a suburb of Boise.
People who are from the area will probably laugh at my joke.
Okay. Our daughter also lives in Rexburg, which is kind of close to Boise.
No, it's not.
It's closer to Boise than
I think
here.
that Salt Lake is closer to Rexburg than Boise is.
It's in the same state.
Anyway, Riley is here. Jason says, thanks so
Riley.
much. Storm Chasing Gal says, my Vitamix rocks the Keto Chow. Too Krazy Ketos says, not much going on between February and Keto Chow. We do have stuff.
Yeah.
Joe and Rachel are coming to the... we can announce that.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so...
We haven't even told the team yet.
oh, you're right, we haven't. It all happened.
Do you guys want to know before the team?
Okay, so we did Keto Salt Lake.
Right.
And then we decided that instead of doing Keto Salt Lake in 2023, we would replace it with smaller meetups.
Which we had done for years before COVID anyway, and it's just with our local keto friends, and they come, and it kind of have like a potluck style. You can eat or you don't have to eat. You can bring food or you don't have to bring food, and yeah, it's been really fun. And so we decided we're going to do that.
So we had Serious Keto and Amy Berger. They came in November.
That was really fun, and we just got to play the whole time. And
the next one's in February.
February 18th. Yep.
And Joe and Rachel are coming to Utah for that one. Now, it is going to be live streamed. We're just going to put that up because that's the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
But we have the doctory, because we like to bring kind of a YouTube personality and someone who's more doctor focused. Do you want to tell them who it is?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Brian Lenskis.
Yep.
And we're so excited. We had him at Keto Salt Lake last year. He's so amazing. He's a doctor in San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah. He speaks Spanish. He just takes on all these clients and helps them put them on keto. He does like the actual watches their glucose monitors.
Yeah, does a lot with CGMs.
And he looks at them and he messages them and finds out, how they're doing. And anyway, he's so amazing.
Yep. So we're going to have him come. That was what I was supposed to be working on today. Instead, I was worrying about Keto Chow Core. I was going to be getting him information so that he can book his flights.
Shirker.
I'm not the one who took off for 4 hours today in the middle of the day.
It wasn't 4 hours. I just got off early. The day was over for me.
Mike says, have you made core into ice cream yet? Yes. I've made...
Yep.
I actually, when I had the development version of it, I spent the better part of a week drinking Keto Chow Core. And it works really good in the Ninja Creami. It works just as well as the milk protein stuff. So, anyway. And Too Krazy Ketos says we have core in the freezer now. We'll try his ice cream tomorrow. Lori says the team member that will promote 2KK coming is here and listening.
All right, Lori. So write down Brian Lenski.
And Rhiannon says they're coming for my birthday. Yay. Sean says I did try using a blend jet to make Keto Chow, but it makes it very thick due to the heavy cream. Yes, it would.
Yep.
You run that too long and it'll turn it into butter. It has been better since I dropped it to 2 ounces of cream, but that is an option for a cheaper handheld blender. One other option you can do is blend it without the heavy cream, and then add the heavy cream after you've blended it.
Yeah. Oh, you could do that. Because then it won't be as thick.
Black River Keto says, I love the live stream with Serious Keto and Amy. Not sure that I'd ever make it to a meetup, so I'm glad you live streamed that.
That's okay.
To Krazy Ketos says, excited about our co-guest for the February meetup.
Yeah, he's so awesome. Like, he's just the friendliest, super personable guy, but he just knows all the cool things, so... Lenski.
Yeah, Lenski.
Not
Lundquist.
It's Lens Kiss.
Yes,
that's
Lens Kiss.
Lens Kiss.
But it's spelled Lenskis.
That's how it's pronounced. Lens Kiss.
Annabelle says, I ordered some keto honey online today. I've never had it before. I might be able to channel my inner Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh. Stuff with fluff.
Sean says, whoa, mind blown. I didn't even think of that. So, anyway, we've got a lot of the questions answered about Keto Chow Core. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. But let's talk about... So, what we just got done with Christmas.
Right.
There may be people who didn't do exactly what they wanted to. So let's talk about the best way to get back on track.
Back on track is just to start right now.
Yeah. My preferred thing is to say, act like it never happened.
Yep. We also have, it's really helpful to have an accountability buddy. It's helpful to have a community. Like our community, Keto Village, 2KK, Serious Keto. We just have all kinds of friends online that we like to help be accountable to. So that's good for us. Something else that's good is you can make your plans and write out your plans. But if you take so long planning that you don't actually get going on doing it, then that's not the best either. Sometimes you gotta...
Well, and you and Lynette have been keeping each other accountable.
I text her my macros, and she texts me her macros. And she's not here today because I think they had a party or something. But but it's been really nice because
she was going to dinner.
Yeah, she's going to dinner. Because I know that she's going to see what I'm eating, and I'm like, well, it has to be good. Also, I still have my coach. Robert is still coaching me, and he sees what I'm eating too. So that is really awesome for me because then I just know.
That's right.
So,
Ginny was 718 said, will this live chat be available to watch again? Yes, it will. Now, there is an important point about that. I think it was Pam. Anyway, had a question about, hey, can I see the live chat on replay? It takes an hour or two for YouTube to make the chat replay.
The words that you're reading.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's actually okay to find on mobile compared to desktop, but it says live chat. And it pops up and it shows you, it actually syncs it with what we're talking about so that you can see what people posted at the time that they posted it. Now, if we take off the countdown at the beginning of this video, if we edit the video, chop it up at all, it deletes that. So that's why we don't edit it. But what do you guys think? What are some of your ideas for ways to get back on track?
Yep.
Let's see. Annabelle says, I love you guys so much. Oh. Mike says, I hope I can make it to the February meetup. John says, so happy to have stayed keto for the holidays. So many opportunities to sway. But I stayed strong.
Yep.
The closest I came to going off track was eating Chalk Zero chocolate.
Yep.
Which some people can do, some people can't.
You just got to know yourself, and that's okay. You know what else I did today? I just threw away a bunch of stuff that was tempting me. I'm like,
oh, okay.
You're out.
You're like, I don't need you.
I don't need you to look at me anymore.
Did you follow Nurse Cindy's recommendation and actually sing You Don't Own Me as you were throwing it away?
No, I didn't, but I could do that next time.
Joe wants to know, can we have a peanut butter and jelly in Keto Chow Core? You can add peanut butter and jelly flavor to it. I don't think we'll be making that anytime soon.
Peanut butter and jelly together is gross, though, so I'm not sure why you'd want to do that.
Now, Laura has a great question. Says, do you see core as a way Keto Chow is moving, and will maybe phase out the traditional, or as an alternative for those that don't do dairy or sugar? Honestly, likely it'll be the second, where it's an alternative. It's kind of a subcategory.
Yep.
And I say that because we discussed this during the announcement today. The Keto Chow Core, I think, is good. I think it tastes great. I think it mixes okay as long as you use warm water. It tends to clump up, by the way, if you use cold water. I actually mixed some up just before we did the live stream this morning and showed on the live stream the clumps.
Yeah.
I continued to, while I was doing the 2 Krazy Ketos live stream, that was just sitting there on the desk, and I just shook it every couple of minutes. And after about, I don't know, 10 or 15 shaking it back up and letting it sit for 5 minutes. Well, that was weird. 5 minutes, all the clumps were gone. But it doesn't mix as well. It also doesn't, frankly, doesn't taste as good. Wow, it sounded like somebody just jumped off a table. Thud.
Are you okay?
Okay, maybe they closed the door. Anyway, but I think for most people, the experience with the regular Keto Chow is going to be what they're looking for more so than the Keto Chow Core. But depending on how well it does, we are likely to bring out additional flavors.
Yep. Well, and it's really nice to be able to have a dairy-free option because there are some times and some periods where you just go dairy-free for a while, and then you can use that if you want to or not. And it's just kind of nice to have another tool in the tool belt.
Kate in Salt Lake says, looking forward to the February meetup. Right now I'm doing a fast, not as a punishment, but as a reset and cleanup. That's a really good way to get back on track.
Yeah.
Annabella says, I ate keto during Christmas, except for one silly lollipop.
Oh, a silly lollipop.
Last year, the only thing I did was I ate a slice of orange.
Last year?
Yeah, I didn't even do that this year. I just put my orange back. We will still be able to hear you, by the way.
I know.
So Miriam's going downstairs. We're doing the hot mic in the downstairs thing again. Mike says denial is not just a river in Egypt. Pretend you didn't go off your diet, right?
Are you okay?
Dennis says, I still have my grape, Joe and Rachel.
Somebody made a giant
Closing Darkness
sound.
says, I want to go to KetoCon, but I don't want to spend
Somebody
3
made a
days
giant sound. Are you
alone.
okay?
Now that's an interesting thing. I bet you could find someone to room with, in fact.
He said he fell over. Max fell over.
He fell over.
They were playing
Okay.
a video game. Must be dangerous.
Okay. But yeah, I think you'd be surprised exposing darkness on people you could probably connect up with. Sean says, I just ate with the family on Christmas and then went back to 2 Keto Chow shakes a day and a moderate dinner. Nice. Krista says an accountability partner is vital.
Yep.
If my friend wasn't waiting for me at the gym, I'd talk myself out of stopping on my way
So
home from
true.
work. Find a friend. This morning, Miriam and I, it was Tuesday, so we got up and did the workout. I still need to do the calf raises. I just remembered that.
You sure didn't. I forgot.
To go to the bathroom
I
before
did
we were
it.
done.
I did it.
I have one
One
exercise
move left.
But it's if you have a partner, and as long as neither of you ever gives in and even suggests that you don't,
Yeah, because if once you
follow
say,
through.
let's not do it today, then it's like, okay.
If you know the other person will not let you slack off, that's perfect.
Yeah, so if you want to meet me at the gym, I got a membership. I also have a
Okay.
gym in my basement.
I got him. Chrissy says I'm going back to some old super simple recipes I used to eat a lot. Just trying to shake up my diet a little because my routine has become a little too predictable.
Yep, good idea.
Jennifer says best way to get back on track is to post your why in several places you'll see
Yes.
off and on all day.
Yes, yes.
That is good stuff. Mike says, would more sunflower lecithin aid the mixing? There's actually no lecithin added to this because they don't offer that in the beef protein. So that is something that would help it mix better, but it's simply not an option. So that's why we recommend for mixing up the Keto Chow Core that you use quite warm water, like around 120 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 50 degrees Celsius. And it's best if you use a blender. And if you're doing that, you might as well use butter. So for best results, use butter.
Yeah.
Annabelle says, I'm one of 6 kids, and hearing that someone jumped off a table took me to my childhood.
Well, he didn't jump off a table. He's
Fell over.
He's just rather large. And I mean,
Is he
he's
6'3"
tall.
yet?
He's tall.
I need to add an extension to our
measuring stick.
Yeah. Because he's too tall for it.
Yep.
Mary says, after 4 years maintaining, I've gained 10 pounds. I guess I'll have to put my money where my mouth is and take my own advice of no eating when I'm not hungry.
Yep.
That bad habit has been sneaking back.
So easy. That's what my problem has been.
Dennis says, Miriam's concerned mom voice is impressive. Synergy says, I use melted butter and warm water to make keto chow, never cold water. Well, there you go.
Yep.
Sean says, it's hard to balance when you're 7 feet tall.
I know. Whoa!
Annabella says, I think you need to show yourself compassion if you go off your eating plan.
Yeah.
Beating yourself up doesn't
It
really help.
It doesn't really
it
help.
leads to bad behavior.
Yep.
Because if you're like, oh, well,
I
messed
messed up
up
today. I might as well keep going. Yeah.
it's the worst. It's the worst.
Yep.
That's why I like to say, act like it never happened. Let's see. Jennifer says, if it gets quiet, that's when parents
I know, that's why I was worried. Because I heard a boom and then nothing else.
Kate in Salt Lake says those calf raises are phenomenal. And in order to do it right, I have to stand on a 12-pound hex bar holding a 30-pound weight.
You need to buy a step.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And
Because
also,
it'll be easier on a step.
Okay. Anybody else says I'm going to see an exercise physiologist in the new year.
Oh, cool.
My dietitian is arranging it with a colleague of his. Plus, I'll get the appointment free.
Free!
Wow.
That's awesome.
Synergy says my holiday indulgence has been dairy, mostly cheese.
Oh, cheese is
It
going
will
to
soon
kill
be
me.
gone for a while. I'm better abstaining than moderating. Oh, me too.
Oh, wow.
I am an abstainer. I do not moderate at all.
It's so crazy how easy it is to overdo cheese. I have been putting it into Cronometer and I've been so careful and having to weigh everything out and be so meticulous. I'm like, that's like 2 little tiny minuscule pieces of cheese and it hits me to my carbs for the day and I'm like, are you kidding me? Cheese? So it's super easy to just down 1 million pounds of cheese.
So for the new year, I think what I need to do is, even though I don't like to, I think I just need to fire up Cronometer.
Yep.
And get back into the swing of things, tracking stuff.
And now that you've said it, I will keep you accountable.
Okay.
So don't say you didn't really want to do it.
I want to do it. The flesh is willing, but my mind is weak.
The heart is willing.
Laura says, I love seeing all your kids during the Merry Christmas. Favorite family tradition video, beautiful family. Crafting Carnivore says, I have to make for the next special occasion. Crispy cookies sound good. I made a chocolate chip and ate almost all of them myself.
Oh, wow.
Annabelle says, I feel I'm 95% recovered from atypical anorexia. I'm getting such an awesome relationship with food.
Oh,
I really
good.
feel like the keto carnivore is really helping my mind.
Yay.
Joe and Rachel found that doing just beef, butter, bacon, and eggs was able to help them with fix their relationships with food.
Yeah.
Crafty Carnivore says, I haven't been tracking, but I think it's something I need to start doing.
Do it with us. Let's do it together.
Okay. We also have a DEXA scan scheduled.
Yeah, we have a DEXA scan scheduled, and I just got labs too. So I actually sent my labs over to Robert today.
Oh, we need to connect up LabCorp to...
Oh, Heads Up Health.
Heads Up Health.
Yeah.
Yeah. Synergy says, yep, I'm going to do that too, Chris Bear. Cronometer for the win. And it's funny how some people do really well with different ways.
Yep.
It's really about finding what works best for you.
Yep. And sometimes you'll do something for a long time and then it just won't work anymore and you have to change things up. And that's okay too.
Platte River Keto says, I know that I need to not make any keto treats for a while. They were great for the holidays.
Yeah.
And way better than standard American diet treats.
Yep.
But they gots to go.
Gots to go.
Mike says, I read that cheese nutrition and that vary a lot. The Mexican blend is much lower than cheddar or mozzarella. Jack is also low.
Oh, yeah. We had one of our employees got us some really fancy meat and cheeses.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all wrapped up in this fancy pants paper.
Oh, yeah, there was,
but it's not
that-
like a ton,
There was
which
that
is
Gouda,
so
which
appreciated.
was like
it was like
crystallized
Parmesan.
and-
It was all kind of
wow,
flaky.
it was really good.
Did you eat it all? I think
No,
there's still some
I only
left.
had what was out when you were.
I think I have like 2 more grams. I
Jennifer
could eat
says my
tonight.
son has actually sounded keto curious tonight. He saw Christmas photos. Awesome.
Yes. Aw.
Tia's here says I really need to get tracking in the new year Cronometer, and I'll have to check it out. When are we all going to start? Probably
of the new year.
on January 2nd.
January 2nd. Start tracking. And, okay, here's the thing. This may be dumb and selfish, but I'm only making recipes that I can put into Cronometer.
Okay.
And Keto Chow's recipes are in Cronometer. And so if I know it'll fit within my macros, then I'll be able to make it. But I still have to be really careful with the serving sizes. And I've been, even though if I have Keto Chow's recipes in Cronometer, I have been weighing it out anyway, and not just going by the serving size, because the serving size is typically too big for the amount of macros I have. And that's simply because a lot of Keto Chow recipes have the sweetener in it, speaking of keto sweets, right?
Yeah.
And I only have 15 total carbs that I'm eating right now. And so I have to be really careful, and I'm weighing it out. But having a taste of something is still nice when you need it, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
And if you add Keto Chow as a friend with hello@ketochow.net, it may take a day for us to add you.
Yep.
But then you'll be able to see all of the recipes.
All the recipes.
Joe and Rachel do the same thing with their recipes in Cronometer.
Okay. Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
I was liking it. And then I friended Lynette and Holly and me and you. I friended you.
Okay. Now, Tracy has a good question. Cronometer or Carb Manager, which is better? The interesting thing about Carb Manager versus Cronometer, with Carb Manager, anybody can add any record they want.
Yep.
And it's a bit of a Wild West thing. Like, anybody can add anything. So, like, somebody could add Keto Chow Core, even though they haven't got it yet. Cronometer, on the other hand, food manufacturers can add their products by talking to support. And usually they're really good. In
They're
fact,
really fast.
I'm probably going to get Keto Chow Core added
Yeah.
tomorrow.
We could have had it in today, but we were too busy
I had
launching
other
it
stuff.
instead.
Yeah. So I personally like Cronometer better just because it is more, I don't know, precise.
Yeah.
You don't
It
have...
is a little bit more techy, I would say.
It can be.
Yeah. You can put in custom macros and you can do a whole bunch of extra stuff, but you also don't need to.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed too about myself in the past, even when I was doing Whole30, when I was using my FitnessPal, it was awesome. But because anybody could enter different things in, I could just kind of get whatever one sounded good to me, even if it wasn't accurate, and be like, oh, that's probably right. Maybe. And it was easy for me to be dishonest with myself and fudge the numbers and eat more than I should have because it was in my FitnessPal. It was fine. It totally fit in there. And that's the other thing with the, can it fit my macros? I'm kind of saying, can it fit my macros right now because I have to fit in those macros. But since I'm doing 15 total carbs, like hardly anything fits in it anyway, except for meat, right? And so it's fine for me because I'm still, working towards my goals, and that's where I want to be right now. But I think with the mentality of if it fits your macros, sometimes you eat some big huge thing in the morning, and or I don't know. Sometimes it's easy to be dishonest with yourself, with that also as well.
Now, Laura had a good question. Is there a video? Do we have a video, or do we know of one that walks people through setting up a Cronometer? So, an exchange student, Rickwin, pointed out that Ketogenic Woman did some videos on setting up Cronometer.
Yeah.
Also, if you do a Google search for 2 Krazy Ketos Cronometer,
Yep.
you've got So easy, even Rachel can use
That's
Cronometer.
cute.
Best way to measure ketones. Oh, that's talking about it. But and how to track your macros, how to use
Yep.
Cronometer. So those are 2 additional ones. This one is probably the best one because I think it's a bit more simple
Yeah.
and it's a more recent one. I haven't seen Ketogenic Woman's yet.
Yeah, we haven't. And just so you all know, I have bugged Chris to make one ourselves for a long time. And he's
What?
like, yo, 2 Krazy Ketos did it. That's good enough. And I'm like, but I want to do it too.
You go right ahead and do it.
I want you to do it because you sound smart. He doesn't want to do it. I'm just saying. See?
Nerd. Ben has been doing some more animations with the bear.
Hey!
I saw him animating it today and the arm was moving really fast. It was funny.
The arm was moving fast?
Yes, because he was pointing at stuff.
Okay.
The bear was. Mr.
As
Bear.
in he was pointing and the bear was pointing.
The bear was moving its arm really fast
Yeah.
because it was animated.
Okay.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
No.
All right, 2 live streams in one day. Boom. Hey, you all have a fantastic day, and we will catch you on Monday.
And we appreciate you. Thanks so much for hanging out.
Yeah, on New Year's Day.
Oh, New Year's Day.
New Year's Day.
We could have a new year together.
Yep. I have to say, it was
Tracking.
about like
Tracking.
maybe 10 years
Track
ago, I
and
finally
track.
realized, and today may be the day that you realize, that whatever day of the week Christmas is and New Year's are the same.
They're the
and
same.
Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are the same. They're just exactly a week apart.
Yep.
So if Christmas was on a Sunday, so is New Year's. So, all right. Well, everybody have a fantastic day, and we'll see you Monday.
Bye.